Well, the House voted to raise the debt ceiling. President Biden's polling continues to sink, and the GOP is gaining traction as we head to the 2022 midterm elections. Here to shed light on a whirlwind year and a look ahead is South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, joining us from Washington, D.C. It's great to have you again, Senator.
Thank you, Layla. It's good to be with you again.
All right, what are your thoughts on the House's decision to raise the debt ceiling?
You know, it's really unfortunate. You think about it this way. In less than 1 year, the House and the Senate, the Democrats, have spent nearly $5 trillion, a record-breaking amount in a single year in the history of this country. Increasing the debt ceiling only means that they have more planned for the future. We want nothing to do with that. The American people cannot afford it. And so, frankly, I voted no, and every single time they want to do reckless spending and reckless taxing, we all should say no.
Well, it's headed to the president's desk to sign. So what do you anticipate as we look years down the road?
Well, if you think about their plan, the Build Back Broker, as I prefer to call it, frankly, that's $3 trillion of unpaid spending if those programs continue for all 10 years. And the likelihood of that is good if they can get it passed. It's one of the reasons why what I hope that we'll see over the next several weeks is no passage of the BBB. That is good news for the American people. And Layla, throughout South Carolina, whether you're in Charleston, Union, McCormick, South Carolina, the one thing you know is that gas prices have exploded, a 70% increase throughout our state. Utilities are up 25%, if not even more. That is caused by reckless spending from Washington having a negative impact on every single household in the great Palmetto State. We can stop that from exploding again by not spending money we do not have, buying things we simply cannot afford.
Well, let's just add to that pile. Senator Bernie Sanders, if he had his way, he would have all student loans wiped clean, and it sounds like we also have a 4-day work week possible in our future. I don't know.
Well, you said it right. Bernie Sanders has a utopian view of the world through socialism, and then you have other folks in the House who want to actually close every single federal penitentiary or prison in the country. So where do you put Dylan Roof, the Unabomber? Where do you put some of the folks that are today incarcerated in federal prisons? So the left, they literally have jumped off into an abyss that they want to pull the rest of the country there with them.
And what do you think is President Biden's view of all of this? I mean, everybody thought that he's going to take a more moderate approach. It seems like he's kind of being pulled in two different directions with no real middle. So what do you envision in his next year of Commander-in-Chief?
Yeah, unfortunately, Layla, the president has left the centrist plank that he campaigned on, and he is now at the beck and call of the progressive left. And what we're seeing in 2021 would be replicated in 2022 if we don't start winning elections. It's really important for the American people to have divided government as soon as humanly possible. That's available in November of next year. So if we can get there, we'll be in better shape. But frankly, you think about extending the policies. Child care is something that we all understand, and a part of the Build Back Broker plan is to increase the cost of child care extraordinarily. Let me give you an example. Today, a person who has a single child in child care under 5 years old, average cost nationwide is around $15,000. With the Build Back Broker plan, that number goes from $15,000 to $28,000 a year for one single child. That means for the average person in our state, after taking taxes out, they'd have less money in their paycheck than they would be paying for one kid in child care. We can't afford that.
Well, I want to go back in time. I want to talk about some of the accomplishments in 2021. I want to look to 2022. We need to do that after the break, so we'll be right back.